Okay, prepare yourself for an in the moment spiritual awakening process. Stay tuned. This is a perfect moment for me to be just real about what's happening with me right now. And I'm kind of in the middle of this process, whatever is going on. And yesterday I shared a video on spiritual awakening, and what happened when I woke up this morning was, over the last 3 days I've been feeling this energy kind of rising in me, and I haven't been able to figure out what it was. And this morning I did a meditation, and I started crying, and all this stuff started coming up, and I'm like, oh, here it is. So after I did the meditation, I wrote down these things. I'm going to share part of what I wrote down this morning in my journal. And what happened was, I realized that, it's like having a baby. In the moment, it's so painful. And then when you're finished, then you have this beautiful baby in your arms, and the love and everything that goes along with it. And that's what this process feels like. It's like a birthing process. And so what I wrote down was, I guess everything that feels hard only feels that way in the moment that it feels hard. As time goes by, it doesn't feel hard anymore. And it somehow releases. And that's like, feels like a natural part of our existence. And being able to tap into that is, I'm finding in my own process and journey, a huge deal, because we get to see underneath all of that. And when I wrote this stuff down this morning, I'm like, please help me figure this. I'm in my human self, and I'm all over the place, and I'm crying, and I'm doing this and I'm doing that. And then I said, okay, guides, please, God, whoever, universe, please just give me some kind of an answer as to how to walk through this. So I don't normally, I've done it a couple of times, and it just shows up that way. But this morning, I did the card reading, and I got this card after the storm. And I recognized fully how much of a storm this is that's happening in my mind, in my body, in my spirit. Everything is just kind of like coming to the surface intentionally. It does this so we can release it. The reason I'm doing this while it's happening is because I want you to know that, especially after doing the work for a long time and releasing the deepest traumas, it's easier to be able to walk through this and recognize what's happening in the moment. And that's what I wanted to share with you. So what was interesting is this after the storm. So I'm in the storm right now, and it is not easy. And there's plenty of people that I've come across with recently who are in the storm too. I have been reaching out to people and not hearing back from them. I'm like, what is happening here? Something is happening. And I don't know what it is. I just know that it's part of this process that we're going through as spirits having a human experience. And the more I walk through this kind of thing, the more I understand that. The human side of me wants to just scream and run and cry and why isn't this working? I am doing this. Nothing is working. Whatever, most of us have this thing where money, health, relationships, and jobs or businesses are what is being affected by in our lives. And basically it's being affected by the energy that we have underneath the surface in the subconscious. And we don't know that because it's in there, and it's stuff that's been there since childhood or past lives, or whatever that is, that's kind of in our DNA, generational trauma, all these things are underneath the surface. I just want you to hear that these are the things you're releasing and working through to get to the point where you're able to continue to work through it on a higher vibration, a higher level. And I've never talked about this kind of stuff really in the past because it made me feel like there was something wrong with me, or that I wouldn't be able to help anybody or show or guide anybody. I'm not really into helping people. I'm more into guiding. I want you to see in me what you can do, the possibilities, the potentials, all of that. Okay, so anyway, I digress. I go on a tangent. I hope you hear what I'm saying. I have this reading this morning that I want to share with you after the storm. And I want you to hear this one paragraph, and then I'm going to read this, like the healing process. I'll just do that with you because it was so powerful, and hopefully it'll help someone. But what was interesting was this one part said, even if you are not sure what the storm is about, and this hit right on me, don't lose confidence in your ability to successfully bear its progression until you are safely at the other side of the experience. Even amongst the chaos of change and in moments of anxiety, know that you have so much light and trust in your heart that you can see the storm is but a passing process and nothing that need be concerned about. Holy crap. If you can see how that affected me, then that's all I need to say. If you can't, then just feel through it. We've all got storms that are going on in our lives, and we all have these processes. However, we have not been taught how to deal with them. And by me coming out and sharing, look, that's me. This is the highly sensitive empath person. I have been walking through a lot in my life, and I keep coming back because I use these words all the time. I'm persistent, I am consistent, and I am committed to digging deep, diving deep into the truth of who I am. And when something comes up, I get to walk through it. And that's the way it is for everybody. And sometimes it feels like the whole world is crashing in on you. That will go away eventually when you heal your trauma. I promise you, because in this moment 5 years ago, if I was going through this, I would dissociate. I would start walking around the room shaking. I've shared that before. I would have done all kinds of things that I didn't do this time because I know my nervous system has cleared out. It's been calmed down. It's been regulated through the process of healing that I have done. And I know that can be done for other people. And that's important. Again, highly sensitives, empaths, healers, anyone on this planet that's out there to do something to help the world. It's almost like, it's not I don't want to say requirement. I just want to say it's essential for you to do the work to clear this stuff out, because sitting here in front of you as I'm going through something and still feeling okay, because I know that there is something on the other side at this point that is worthy and brighter and more expansive from my doing this work. And so I'm going to do this quick healing process with you. So if you could just find a place that you can sit alone. Be out in nature, wherever you want to be. And I'd like for you to repeat these words after me. Close your eyes and take a deep breath. Know you are safe. And repeat these words. storms so wild, storms of grace. I call your blessing into my heart now. May I realize and let go. May I be revitalized and grow. I open up my heart to you now. Storms of grace, I stand my ground as I allow your magic to cleanse and surround. Any outgrown energy which I no longer need, anything which will sap or deplete rather than feed. Storms of grace, merciful earth, with your help, I experience rebirth. Take a deep breath and let it go. And when you've completed this declaration, this is basically a statement to the universe. Just place your hands in a prayer position at your heart, or place your hands on your heart. Close your eyes for a moment. Breathe in and out and be aware of yourself, what you feel, and what is happening in your body. From the top of your head, all the way down through your body, and down to your feet. And then say, after me, through divine creative genius, this is now so. Okay, so I had nothing to share today, and this came in, and I just decided to just, again, be real with you where I am at right now. And I would hope that something in here has helped you in some way. I hope you have a beautiful day. Much love to you, and peace.